If you're a job seeker with a lot of anxiety, there's a good chance you have something called yapping dog syndrome. That's right, yapping dog syndrome. And I'm going to break down what that is and how to get rid of it. It'll take me more than 30 seconds though. So if you don't have the time, bookmark it and come back, because anybody with a higher level of job anxiety, and by that I mean you are stressing out about the fact that you don't have a job or you can't seem to find a job, you likely have yapping dog syndrome and you need to stop it. It will hurt your job search. It will actually make your job search take longer. So you want to quiet that dog as quickly as possible. So let's get into it. So yapping dog syndrome has to do with what we call negative self-talk. And the fancy term for it psychologically is something called neuro-linguistic programming. And what it simply means is that as human beings, we've been trained, our brain trains us to take every experience that we have and codify it as either bad or good. And so when people embark on job search, all of the bad experiences they've had previously with job search, anytime they felt they failed or something didn't go their way, all starts to bubble up. And then as they look for work, every time they do something and they don't get the result, right? They expected a result and didn't get it, that gets codified as negative. Slowly but surely, this builds up in your brain and it plays like a major motion picture on repeat, and you don't even realize it. And I'll prove it to you, because here's the exercise I take my clients through to help, zip the dog up. So when you feel that job search anxiety, right? Like maybe you sit down and you're like, okay, I need to job search right now. And you just feel it come up through your body. You write out everything that you're feeling and all the things that are going through your head. Like, I'll never get that job. This is a waste of time. There's too much competition. I'm not good enough. This is so hard, right? So you just write it out and write it out and write it out, write it out till there's nothing left in your head. Like it's all out on the physical piece of paper. And stick with me, because it is important that you actually write it out, because it's a release, it's a dump of everything that's going on. Now, once you've done that, you go through and circle every negative word. Don't, can't, won't, haven't, not, and what you will find is a ridiculous number of negative words. Okay. On the flip side, go try to find one positive word. It's not there. So now you see what's happening, right? You've literally programmed yourself to only yap negative stuff at yourself, which is why you're feeling like this. If you've ever walked by a yapping dog and like there's nobody around, you're like, where's the owner? Like, this is ridiculous. Somebody shut that dog up, right? And that's what's happening. Your yapping dog is going unattended and you're letting it sit there, go like that. So here's what I want you to write at the top of the page. After you've done this and you just realize all this fake negativity that you've been yapping at yourself, I want you to write in all caps on the top of the page: my thoughts are not truths. My thoughts are not truths. And I want you to stare at that a moment, because everything you wrote on that page is subjective. There's no truth to that. There is no truth to that. That is your ancient brain codifying experiences and creating fake anxiety. That is the truth, because your thoughts are not truths. And once you start to see that connection, you can fight back and tell the dog to stop yapping. Like, give it a name. Be like, Fido, cut it out. My thoughts are not truths. Enough already. That is not true. I looked at it on paper. That is me overreacting, overstating. And if I'm going to keep thinking that way, I'm going to let this dog bark in my head. I'm going to hold myself back from being able to get my new job. Trust me, folks, it is so much mental when it comes to job search. I am telling you right now, it is so important that you regulate your emotions and you work it daily and you just move forward, because when you do that, you get results. But when you're so stuck in your head, you're letting that thing yap and you're allowing those fake thoughts to be truths when they're not. You're hurting yourself. So I want you to have that visualization. I want you, every time the anxiety pops up, to write it out. Go, wow, this thing is yapping. Quiet down, shut up. My thoughts are not truths. Like, tell it to yourself. Be harsh. I don't care how you have to do it, but you've got to fix that. And when I do that with my clients, it's amazing how they release themselves from it. And then we can focus on the high payoff activities that will get you hired, right? Because the one thing I do know, and that's why my company is named Work It Daily, if we just keep at it, you're going to get what you need. If you just keep at it and you keep learning and growing, you will get what you need. But if you give up and you allow the yap to win, you're not going to get there. Is that making sense? If it did, I have 2 things you can do that are totally free. First, come be part of my community, my free resource center. I can't work with everybody one-on-one, but I can make you a part of a resource center where there are thousands of dollars of free resources to support you. right? The free resource center, you'll find it at my company, workitdaily.com. Google search Work It Daily. You'll see free resource center in the menu bar, or check the links in the bio wherever you're watching this. Come be a part of my private community where I'm supporting people like you every single day. Okay. Secondly, if you've ever wanted to DM me, okay, you can do it now for $5 a month. I had to set up a private platform because there are so many scammers out there. So you will find at subs.com, J.T. right? Subs.com. I'll link to my blog, but go here. You can follow me there for free, but for $5 a month, you can subscribe and message me. And this is how we privately and safely can message me. It's the only way that I can protect this. So if you have a question and you want to message me, you can do it now for $5 a month over here. Okay. All right, my friends, I hope I see you in my private free community. No credit card required over at Work It Daily. And if you want to message me, you know what to do now. Okay. Making it as affordable as possible for all of you. Love you. Good luck. Go get them.